Malcolm, where Ghana shops. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
Hey, only until few base in Sieni. It's a juma. Wow.
Charlie, media mabukra yebu. So nisika would be jeans and humanity. And once I want my musa. Omokra degrees I can see a crowd TV. Name
Asempa. What's the National Apprenticeship Program?
National Apprenticeship Program.
Anio. John Mahama any NDC Ebepan National Apprenticeship Program no 2025. Na one of my 1% of Muslims and Juma Bonifer technical and vocational. The Bemo must be free.
What's it free?
Anio. Sanuma Yababes free. And there's a person who carpenter, ceramics, so person welder, an auto tiles, an albotry, an asset organizer, an asset person pamontadi, so person electrical, POPA, Nabasua, OBA, and as a one purpose so Cedrian and no Nina, and Mabube to me about the woman. I'm out for our Bessia Sans and you way, your body cut. I am almost a cabotina, whatever so would you must say. Okay, Yampa. Say, yo, mama. The National Apprenticeship Program, no, a year me that sword the Magan and me be a winning Juma.
And your bread says, I true for my boyfriend. You may you be free of pain. Now you for John Dramani Mahama, Asempa 94.7, Sanko for Yet to Obama Sacre, Papa, to Obama Dom Hammer, and NBC.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive. CBG will make you smile. No matter what, we will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated by CBG.
Hey, lala didi lala. What worry has so dear? Na me dear yemia. Africa Queen Mackerel bonejuma wo sesen. Africa Queen Mackerel leader what ya see owunia. Se wo de ye aduane a. E danson. Tomato sauce na egu ho no so e ye rich. Yes. E pisse wo. Nti e me aduane no de ye strong kon. Enam no so hyemu ma. Na me kire se nam panko a. Wa wo beti ase. Na wo be check so. Africa Queen Mackerel dear. E ye grade 1 o. Na me say, se me twa kwa me nkwan. Na me tu bi gu mu a. Na to ne terms so. Honey, Obaba, Papa, oh you ma, me jo. Me just say, John Love, Gary Photo, rice and stew, and piscine gravy dear. Africa Queen Mackerel ni mo. Inti me now. Ampa. Africa Queen Mackerel. Shawenum keke, nam papa no.
Africa Queen. Africa Queen. Shawenum keke.
Middle. Now then I watch why you stay for Sano. Eh, on no quanono. Jama wa bre.
Akos, send your men sending me name much shemeno. A moye triti. Mean to me pon sorry.
Who name one? And no me free jump by and I me catch you say. Mato 3P garlic mixture ba. Enti numbi ansa na wakoda. Me who yana sawada. Sawanum.
3P garlic mixture.
Emma moja edu mofu sane no. Eche natural garlic papebi. Any ediaye.
Aha. Nano na madam fukofimpo catch me say. He work natural hair for be drobi or modiaba. Your friend 3P garlic mixture.
Who could to Jenny wapaso na sorry ya. Who complaining no. Sa wonum 3P ya. E big Johnny say Edroi enya ma pemfo. Emma woma no for. Anansa nkwada wonya nyemfie dumienu. FDA agi edwedie nkratso yi atum.
3P garlic mixture. Ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops nyinam. Okaishi ubenya bi wo Cough Sam and King's Walk Herbal. Tema Community 5, Little George, Ashamai, Ekosiise Pharmacy, Kasua, Tribe of Judah. Fred Piwak was 024-89-288-24 and 020-100-0021.
I got a feeling. Hey, Shamikano.
Hey, oh dear, we a guy what's it? Now, Miss Mediano, a neat and a brightness in his way is super.
Now, can young chamber be a scratchy na Yahudi? Training her. That's where be a scratch you.
Oh dear, Jai, me pen.
Major disaster. With A to Z Bodyworks and Special Auto Spray, we make your car even more special with interior detailing and polishing.
Darling, I'm gonna
How Gideon Bang. A to Z Auto Servicing Limited, your one-stop shop for
luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest stars everyone to hush. Luck is everywhere for everyone. The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
Nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers.
bankers.
Star 712 hash.
You could be the luckiest.
Papa driver, you ready to ride? Now, Barry, you be able to. We can't be about you, be no better.
Minia, Wakoma Mrafo, and then Ekoso. I don't ask of Wolfie.
Men say my dad could like 10 so maybe answer me and go trouble brushing from moment.
Onia, dear Wookie, a no crow. NDC MPP bar a bemu 32 years. Ye who she
be bien from moment.
2000. Ghana for say we for MPP Emra. MPP for Sabaya, Bobo. And na 2008, Yakofa NDC Babium. NDC for Sababiuma, won't be cool saying 2016. MPP for Sababiuma, I beg you, Ukra. Abasi Yako Akoto Ababium Afia, Moses say, Yakofa NDC MPP Emra Bium. Chia.
Dear more can the mum wow, into the mean this for nature, say parties me, Ajo minor tower and Yasan, I was a baby, into the say, Alan Kojucha Matin, one of Medinachi, or no, then a great transformational plan, Eden Sacrifice from Kwankasa Yan Ebeba, Alan, or you're credible, or you're competent, and or you're experienced. Alan, dear, and Gonko, same old story now, made a minimum busha, strictly yellow army, I say why.
Charlie, what coming answer some more for the first time in education. She said, young Popia baby answered, Alan, ready.
I see why.
Oh, boss, me the car na kopi mu.
Hey, what the car to me so?
Boss, na one year insurance.
Charlie, menya mranko you, never send me go fuom.
Ubetumi ya insurance we fumu ho.
Na face so send me sound come market.
Ko ubetumi ya insurance no market ho.
Na send me sound so no ready and ma me yire o.
Boss kitchen wa no ubetumi ya insurance ho.
Na me da ye.
And one is a obe send WhatsApp akoma obaya was 0242 426 396. Now for Provident Insurance so aboa wa your car insurance ama wo WhatsApp so bebiara wo bia.
Enti bebia.
Bebia. Say ubetumi ya your car insurance bebia ni abrebia wo WhatsApp so send a message comma obaya was 0242 426 396 and they are
Providence dear. Man, you're covered.
It's time to shop till you drop. Get ready for the biggest shopping event of the year. Max Buy's Black Friday sale. Up to 50% off on all items. Bosom November way. Discounts are kesia. And when you hebia so. Nya ubeto bianzu benya achedie free. Ebit is power banks to keep you charged. Smartwatches to track your style. Earbuds and backpacks. Awesome bundle offers. Save even more when you buy in bulk and win big. Beka your grand prize draw no. Now winning Infinix Smart TV and our mobile phone. With the enjeja unhu. Come Max Buy and now experience the ultimate shopping spree when Black Friday, where Max Buy online or offline stores. Time, limited time only. Call your website www.maxbuy.com.gh and our frame 0544 019 552. Max Buy, happy life.
Pesca bebre, mula bebre, kodi bebre, anala jan bebre. A bready can have game pack for pick 1 and pick 4 agree. Game pack for the more 30 Ghana cities free. But you dey winning mula bebre.
Yeah, the same.
And you dem cry. Dial star 946 hash. Then you 30 Ghana cities are kwaba bonus. Na fe chow bete dikai. They dinkunim.
Oh wow. And you mula wow.
For game pack agree so. Na benya mula bebre. And ya. For GamePackGames.com. Ne nyancheche mu. Game pack agree. And ele mrateche. So so. And you want to end if you do not check.
Station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, 94.7.
94.7
94.7 Asempa FM. So ni Ekosiisen Dwumedie wasugu so a utie no ma ye nase na ye mamunye na akwaba bi wemfa momra Asempa FM. So ma memfa we mu entwem na afei mema lawyer Bobby Banson akwaba onim say Black Friday is here. Oko Compute Ghana. That's what everyone is talking about. Intienne mu amutimi kofa Aveno Melcom in chain ho Aveno to say Compute Ghana shopper a woho as November in the every Compute Ghana showroom it's blazing with mind-blowing discounts. The size you've never heard of. At it is when I say when we give you super crazy prices on all product brands like Samsung, LG, TCL, HP, Lenovo, Dell, Media, Nasco, Techno, Infinix, itel, and many more. Nyoma obitima towe honen, so from television sets to laptops to mobile phones, fridges, freezers, home theaters, and more. Ebuono yatete so Compute Ghana showroom bia bora. Remember, there are still lots of surprise instant gift. I know so no. Yeah, Emma, from cash prizes to gift cards. Nyoma di bebrely. This Black Friday will Compute Ghana. Yeah, kakwa. It's amazing, ain't it? You have over 16 branches across Ghana, presence in all the major shopping malls. Ewa Accra, ha ubenya ye branch ewo ho. Oko Spintex, Oko Usu, Oko East Legon, eho nyina no ye branches ewo ho. Me pacho Compute Ghana number opesa woni yindi nkomo a. Excuse me, 0302 752 020 0302 752 020. And don't miss out on the hottest shopping day of the year, which is today. It's Black Friday. And they call now take advantage of this discount sale. Royal Kingdom Estate. So say mo pay asase amanso bia eni ho na wase moba Royal Kingdom Estate. Oba ye ho we special USB to say Accra ena Ebri e sha say free 90,000 Ghana cedis. Ebo no e wo form ye papa. Ye Simon flexible payment plans, ye were affordable Soul Clinic International School. Send us a mail Royal Kingdom, that's sales at Royal Kingdom Estate, and I say info at royalkingdomestate.com. You can contact us through our social media handles as well at Royal Kingdom Estate. At Royal Kingdom Estate. Your number ni 0557 5 Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams. There koyaswe na oni yin ini enkomo. Me pacho Provident Insurance and so say so insurance ewu. And I said, what to car for fraffi na opesa we insurance. And our claims be opesa we file. Na wunti mean and because of our busy schedule, wunti mean and team kwa in officer means so save obaya number baya ye juma or Provident Insurance, saving the number. The wu here be a winning in the home come or beshe ayama or kama. Number near 0242 426 396 0242 426 396. Save a number no. Send Obaya a WhatsApp message and she would instantly get in touch with you. Say open say Otoni super convenient and grab your phone and chat with Obaya. Number no 0242 426 396. Na Obaya intimi emwa with Provident man. You are covered. Syntax tank and so ne tank papa and a Ghana for nyina agiatum. Say open tank I would be store in you a syntax tank. Syntax tank. You call 15 communities in Ghana. You come on free water, just to say thank you for making us number one. Syntax tank was semena making. This is a community in you choose to reach us on our social media handle community. Kai say a syntax SINTEX syntax tank. No, I just saw a strong, a tough, or more boy juma papa menka. Enada de biarada. Ma memra na memma lawyer Bobby Banson akwaba.
Na onso
adom.
De nyame ase.
Bibi ekoyi.
Nyame adom. Ye won koin de. No mo mpai bo de. Ye beda nyame ase.
Very well. Inti in the petition Honorable Samuel Okuye to Black at course net no. I think Mrs. Smith or the course charge no. Defendant no who another respondent no now we clients ne hwan mo
na my client ne 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th respondents.
Oh, okay. And that includes Sofo Victor
Kusibuaten, JNS Talent Center Limited.
Okay.
Sofo Johannes Eshen.
Okay.
And Sheila Eshen.
Oh, okay. Basically, for more in petition or the commercial charge.
Now, Obisa essentially for 4 reliefs.
Okay.
Reliefs no be for Sofo Victor ne my clients no. It being so for National Cathedral.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Now, with the podcast umbe permit na me reading your kind.
No problem.
Or say it is the petitioner's prayer that the Commission 1 investigates the appointment of contractors for the National Cathedral project.
Okay.
Which petitioner believes were done without adherence to the public procurement procedures and laws.
Okay.
2. Investigate the payment of 2.6 million cedis and any other payments made to JNS Talent Center Boaten in his dual capacity under separate identities as director of both National Cathedral and JNS Talent Limited and related matters. 4. To take appropriate action or steps for the remedying, restraining, correction, or reversal of 3 when any main
complaints to Shraj. I mean, him say, or they petition the court and Shraj notify mono. More raise preliminary objection be. Now, objection was on what specifically?
Mainly raise 2 objections.
Okay.
First objection is say, Usha the complaint about public procurement. We have a Public Procurement Act.
Yes.
That establishes the Public Procurement Board.
Okay.
That gives them the jurisdiction to investigate any alleged breaches of that law.
The act. Okay.
Etina dream says Shraj kase on investigate here. Shraj into one amobi after their investigations. They would have to go back to the Public Procurement Board.
Sure.
So why do you start something that you cannot finish? And then another first objection.
Okay.
Second objection is say Usha petition na ya file na. The 3rd respondent ni actually the National Cathedral Board.
Okay.
And yes, lawyers they say before somebody can be sued, you must have a legal personality. Until whatever charge is doing, their findings will affect somebody.
Yes.
But if you mention National Cathedral Board, or you mention the names of the directors.
Okay.
Now, the reason being that if you conclude that there had been anything that has been done, and you are going to recommend sanctions or whatever,
sanction.
But who can say National Cathedral Board trasana? No one bought nipa kroni dia. 1 hour serving with complaint. Now I responded.
Yeah.
Those were the 2 main objections. You raise here. On the issue of procurement, Shraj say, even though we have the procurement board, Shraj is investigating whether there has been any corruption in the course of the procurement. If they find that there has been corruption, then it is within their jurisdiction. In respect of the board, Shraj say they are investigating the National Cathedral as a whole. And the National Cathedral is a separate legal entity. So the use of the word board doesn't make any difference. Of the National Cathedral for the response. That was how they approached it.
Okay, more decision on that objection, you also accepted.
We accepted. That once they have laid down the ground rules, they've narrowed down, said they are investigating whether there's any corrupt practices arising out of the procurement breaches. And then 2, they are dealing with the National Cathedral as an entity. Into your forward day.
And now more report on the original petition about out. Ain't maybe boy na reliefs because I think relief is the main way near the first 3
Maybe try.
On each relief a day in a Shraj a kind.
Ain't the relief relating to the National Cathedral Board. I almost say there had been breaches of the Public Procurement Act.
Yes.
The report Nankasa they endorsed. They went through all the previous proceedings anyway, But before that, let me deal with the conclusions on the National Cathedral Board.
Yes.
Push at page 137. I believe, of the report.
Okay.
But I will start from page 133.
Okay.
Page 133. Osei, taking at face value, this is Shraj conclusion.
Okay.
After I go through all the documents that have been made available.
Yes.
Taking at face value, Exhibit 21. Exhibit 21, tender processes, publications, National Cathedral Board, Shraj, depicts that some procurement processes were followed through, although not within the context of the mandatory provisions of Act 663, which is the Public Procurement Act. It says that, for instance, bids were invited. There was in existence a procurement committee, and there was a tender valuation committee. And these are three elements through these three levels. However, per the Act, there's a last level. And as I just say, however, the award of the contract to Rebade Limited ought to have been with the concurrent approval of the Central Tender Review Committee, given the sum involved, which is above the entities with the National Cathedral. Per Omo report, say, you went through the three stages. Now, last stage. And the last stage was that after you have selected Rebade, bring it to the Central, but we were served with Omo documents. And say, in their mind, they had received some documentation from the Attorney General, which gave them the impression, said they need not go back
to the Central
Tender
Review.
That was their response to it. That is why, after going through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, they didn't think it was necessary for them to go to the last stage. Now, so Shraj's conclusion was that this was in breach of the Act. The last stage or man for Now, if you go to page 137, which for me is very key, because the complaint, Shraj said they were entitled to investigate because in the course of the procurement process, there may have been corruption. And because it is public money and public officers, they have a right to investigate the corruption, which is Usha or Shraj Act now gives them that jurisdiction to do that. What time and can we read Shraj Act, baby, I can say they have the right to investigate that part. If it is Bibina say it is beyond or more jurisdictional, they will not do it. Into section 7 of the Shraj Act says the functions of the commission are say to investigate allegations that a public officer has contravened the code of conduct of public officers of the Constitution. F, to investigate all instances of Shraj said, even though public procurement breaches not your public procurement authority, if in the course of the public procurement there has been corruption, they are assuming that jurisdiction to investigate. Now look at page 137. What Shraj said. He said that although the commission has not found any element of corruption in this case, Shraj concluded that in the course of the procurement, there has Shraj that the extent of the breaches raise reasonable suspicion of corruption. This is why I find the
in this case, which is
the procurement breaches.
Which is the fourth leg now, but sending it to Central Review Committee, breach of that, almost say it raises suspicion.
Find any element
of corruption.
In other words, you did not find any evidence. How do you now? Because Shraj, your duty is not to raise suspicions. I come to Shraj with a suspicion, say somebody has been corrupt. A public
you
officer
have to investigate element of corruption.
At that stage, I expected Shraj will end their jurisdiction there. Because the only reason why you assumed jurisdiction is to find out whether there is corruption in the procurement breaches. You concluded that you do not find any element of corruption. And yet you say that the nature of the breach makes you suspect
suspicions of corruption.
So who should go and investigate? The basis of Omo referrals, we share the report now. So for example, I'll ask the question. Consequently, the commission is making a referral of this case to the office of the special prosecutor or the attorney general for further investigations
and prosecution where necessary.
So if you Shraj, you say that you have investigated, you did not find corruption,
any element of corruption.
What other special investigation do you expect the special prosecutor's
or
office.
the AG.
The AG does not do investigations. AG does not do investigations.
Yeah.
So if all the evidence, somebody came to complain, the person brought all the evidence. You asked the Cathedral board to respond. They responded. Then in your own wording, you did not find any element of corruption. And yet you say that
based on the evidence before you.
Exactly. So once the evidence before you did not demonstrate that there was corruption, because they say this why. Because they say no, who should complain and
which is not
part of your testing. They say, you know, the public procurement board, as Raj quoted themselves, per section 90 of their act. If the Raj says that they were assuming the jurisdiction of the public procurement authority to terminate the contract.
Yes.
That is what Raj said they were doing.
Yes.
But that public procurement act gives the board, the public procurement authority, or the board, if I may call it that way, the right that if they investigate and perhaps they think the nature of the breaches is not one that has caused the government or was not that, they have the right to ratify the breach. It's in their law. So once Raj has concluded that there was no corruption, then why do you think that if the authority, the public procurement authority, decided to investigate, why don't you think that they may have gone to that same conclusion and said, looking at the nature of the breaches,
let's ratify and let the deal go through.
Let the deal go through.
Because there is no element of corruption. Shraj and
part of
that part of the report. No.
In respect of the public. Now, you asked about the prosecution. Now, this is where it turns interesting. If you look at the same page 137.
Yes.
This call for investigations and subsequent prosecution directed at the members of the Board of Trustees who were members as of 2021.
Yes.
And the executive director.
Yes.
Now, Obi, you and I know natural justice, more so criminal law.
Yeah.
You cannot find somebody guilty of anything unless you're giving the person an opportunity to be heard.
The person,
That was the basis of our preliminary legal objection.
Sir, rather than adding
respond one by one.
Yes.
You did not do that.
Yes.
Then in your conclusion, you've mentioned the names of bishops and archbishops and reverends
who were not given
an opportunity to be heard.
You know that for a fact.
They were not served.
Okay.
On more reports, they said they sent it to the board. It's charge report.
They sent it to the secretariat.
The secretariat. They sent the petition to the secretariat. I'm sure they were not expecting that without naming these members. No. Now you have said these people should be prosecuted.
Should be investigated
and
prosecuted if necessary.
If necessary. But you should have given them an opportunity to be heard in the first place. Because the petition, and yet, because you see, the regulations of charge, if I may, they have, apart from the act, they have a regulation. It says that regulation, full investigations. So where the charge regulations, where the commission decides to institute full investigation into a complaint or allegation, the commission shall invite a person likely to be affected by the investigation. It is there.
And a shall.
And then the 6th, the commission shall give a person before the commission an investigation a fair hearing. And so each Raj knew that at the end of their investigation,
it's likely to affect
Apostle Professor Pokunyina, Charles Palmer Bakel, Justice Sophia Krofi, Emmanuel Mate, our Chip Pratt, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Dr. Joyce Ayi, Bishop Dag Heward Mills, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Dr. Frimpong Manson. You should have given them one by one. We are investigating this. You were members of the board at that time.
Can you respond?
What do you have to say? Maybe one of them will say, all these meetings, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
You did not.
And yet you named them in your report.
In your report. So they've been affected by your report. But the question is, did you serve each of them with your petition?
I think that's a good point. I raised the same point at that report about Omanhene say, at least reading through that part, that's the feeling I got. Say one more the opportunity to be heard.
That's not a full recourse in law. What can they do?
Oh, me sure say omuye mpanyinfo mbinya lawyers on betu
who would advise them.
I won't say you made there. We should no go kasa ya go kasa o tauti it. Yeah, they also bet you
sure.
It ya bet you
sure. That's an issue away with names now about Hano. Very well. Inti having dealt with procurement issues no now you the second relief and a petitioner no ACK. And then
second relief and that petitioner no seeking said he wanted investigate the payment of 2.6 million and other documents made to JNS Talent Center. No, they come home from state resources. And then okay, let me see. Whether or not Shraj in their conclusions. I don't know, so and then maybe we can read what they said about Shraj requested for the evidence of the payment.
Okay.
So the National Cathedral provided a letter that the National Cathedral Secretariat wrote to Reverend Victor Kusibuate.
Okay.
Asking him that there are shortfall of 2.6 million.
Yes.
And that if he was in a position to assist. That letter was made available to Shraj.
Okay.
Reverend Kusibuate wrote to his bank asking them to transfer 2.6 from JNS Talent Limited, that he's a director of, to the National Cathedral account. So it was a bank-to-bank transfer.
Okay.
When, after 2 weeks, when the National Cathedral was now funded by the state, they reversed the same 2.6 million.
Without interest?
Without one kobo.
Okay.
Additional.
Okay.
To that same money to JNS for work that JNS had done towards the National Cathedral. So it was like fees that had been paid.
Okay.
Now his complaint was that Reverend Victor Kusibuate's name appears in the books of the National Cathedral as Kwabena Edujemfi. So the petitioner's position was that National Cathedral Board did not know that it is this same person. It is a Udu company Akoji Ejuma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he raised that is a conflict of interest. Now the evidence supplied to Shraj from both the National Cathedral and the fourth National Cathedral to the Reverend Kusibuate and vice versa. The names written on it were Reverend Kwabena Edujemfi, also known as Reverend Kusibuate, also known as Kwabena Edujemfi. So the evidence before Shraj was that at every point in time, the National Cathedral knew that it is the same person.
The same person no more dealing with.
And they were dealing with. The same person. There was no doubt in their mind that it wasn't the same person. Secondly, Shraj concluded that, and they made reference to all the bank statements that had showed, and they even went for bank statement from the Financial Intelligence Bureau.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
Okay.
Now, it states here in their conclusion yes, the summary of the findings, page 158.
Okay.
That the 2.6, page 159, the 2.6 paid by the National Cathedral to the faith respondent, which was JNS Capital, was a refund of an interest-free short-term loan granted to the National Cathedral by the faith respondent at the... Was that he was in the board meeting when the contractor said, if you don't top up, we don't have X amount, we will not be able to place the orders from the suppliers. And if we don't place the orders by this time, it will not be delivered in time for us to comply. At that time, the National Cathedral was waiting for funding from the government.
From government.
It wasn't forthcoming. They said they needed extra 2 weeks. So the also said, I will provide through my company that money. But response was given, bank account was given, transfer to transfer. So it wasn't as if it was for services rendered. No, that's a conflict of interest.
Yeah. And that's why Shraj concluded, he said there was no conflict of interest.
In fact, Shraj used the term that I as lawyers, we always say that the law is not about emotions. Or throwing English language. Shraj said that the term conflict of interest has actually been defined in our constitution.
Yes.
There's a definition of the term of conflict of interest, and there are decisions that we refer to in our response. Shraj also referred to from Richard Anani case in particular, that there must be the situation where you would say that the person the public officer has put himself in a position where he either benefited or he intended to benefit. And there was no disclosure. In this instance, there was not one single dollar benefit.
And there was disclosure at every time.
That is how Shraj concluded that they cannot find him guilty of conflict of interest.
Wow. And almost like Ekan so said the 2.6 million was just at 2.6 million through bank transfer, and Abantria National Cathedral Secretariat Nekano almost sign transfer back to baby almost
2.6
without any
additional money. If the Osofo had earned $1 on top, it would have been a different matter, because he would have benefited from it as a public officer, but he did not.
Okay. That was the conclusion on the 2.6 million plus conflict of interest.
Yes. Now, that is more interesting. There were two issues relating to this so-called double identity.
Yes.
The first issue were the allegations that the so if conflict of, I was looking for page 145. It says that Shraj succinctly put, the law on conflict of interest is not a blanket one. It operates within a context, a legal context, if I may say. In other words, having financial or relational interest simulation where the private capacity interest conflicts or is likely to conflict with your performance of your official duties. And Shraj relied on the Supreme Court decision in the case, guess who? Okujetu Ablakwa number 2 versus the Attorney General. It is that same petitioner, that case, that the Supreme Court set down this. That Shraj adopted. It is not just enough, say one mobisi can sake sikano. As long as there is no intention or actual benefit, you will not have. Put yourself in that position, because emotional or just English language. It is a term of act. So when you use it, you must meet all the conditions. And that's why Bejana Meki came, be conflict of interest, no.
Yeah. There are some elements
that you must satisfy.
Sure.
And all the evidence that was put before Shraj showed that all these elements were not present.
And then the final relief, the Orezi allegation of double identity. Okay. Now Shraj conclusions.
There were two aspects of the double identity.
Okay.
The first aspect was that Reverend Kwesi Boateng had obtained 2 tax identification numbers.
Yes.
And so when he was filling the form,
yes,
one tax identification number had a different date of birth, different name for mother.
Yes.
Another tax identification number had a different date of birth, different name for mother.
Yes.
And so that was false declaration. Now, to explain the law on that tax identification number was obtained in 2016. At that time, Reverend Kwesi Boateng or Kwabena Edu was not a public officer.
Yes.
Shraj does not investigate
private
persons except what they have done is in breach of human rights.
Yes.
So Shraj said, in respect of the in 2016, when he was not a public officer.
Okay.
So we cannot investigate.
Okay.
We can only investigate him for corrupt deeds or anything in that bracket since he became a public officer in 2017. And Shraj's definition of him becoming a public officer was when he became the secretary to the
board of trustees.
To the board. And so that aspect we cannot investigate.
Okay.
Now that aspect too, a letter or a petition had been filed with Ghana Revenue Authority, and they said they were investigating.
A petition filed by who?
By the complainant.
By the
a
complainant.
letter.
No, okay.
In respect of, they said they were investigating, and this is the reason why it makes that interesting. Obi, you know the law that criminalized having 2 tax identification numbers was passed in 2016, but it came into effect in 2017. And you and I, that is what the Constitution says. And a matter of emotions. And a matter of moral rights or beliefs. And in the law. No? The law is what Parliament says and what the courts interpret and applies. Is that criminal act cannot be applied retrospectively. So if at the time there was no act that prohibited any person at all
from having two
all these allegations of false declarations are contained in the Revenue Administration Act that came into effect in 2017. Not 2013 and not the Ghana card. Is to replace the tax identification numbers. And so anybody who has the Ghana card, the pin on your Ghana card, as far as the GRA is, that is your thing. Whatever thing had been issued to you in the past is replaced by the Ghana card
number. No.
Now the allegation was made that he had 2 Ghana cards. Ghana National Education Authority wrote a letter that they've done checked their database. There's no Ghana card in the name of Victor Kusi-Boateng. The only Ghana card ever issued is in the name of Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi. Now the allegation was also made that he has 2 passports. One in the name of Victor Kusi-Boateng, one in the name of Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi.
That was specific allegation.
Specific part of the petition.
Yes.
Asempa FM.
Paragraph 27.
Okay.
Of the petition. File.
Okay.
It was also later revealed that the 4th respondent, which is Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi Victor Kusi-Boateng, holds 2 different passports, each bearing one of his 2 names with different dates of birth on each document. This was the petition that was filed. Specifically, that he has 2 passports, one in Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi, one in Victor Kusi-Boateng. Now, Shraj set that out.
Okay.
Because that was what they said they have jurisdiction to go over. Page 140. The complainant alleged in the complaint that the 4th respondent holds 2 different passports under his 2 names, Victor Kusi-Boateng and Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi. He states, it was also later revealed that the 4th respondent holds 2 different passports. Blah, blah, they repeated what I just read. To buttress this point, the complainant attached copies of the 4th respondent passports bearing the name Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi, but failed to attach one bearing the name Victor Kusi-Boateng.
And you are the passport by Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi and a woman.
And the command charge.
The one or allergy said, and no Victor Kusi-Boateng.
One for passport to be uncle. Now,
okay.
When requested by the commission to produce the passports bearing the Victor Kusi-Boateng name, the respondent, which is the petitioner, by a letter dated 9th March 2023, doubled down on his earlier assertion. Onua oka se bra. Ono tro letter command charge obi say no kind. Enyame na make onwa na kind. On the request for the 4th respondent Victor Kusi-Boateng, I have compelling cause to believe that he possesses another passport in his name, Victor Kusi-Boateng identity, similar to how he successfully obtained a passport in his Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi identity. So far, I have secured his Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi passports, including a diplomatic passport, which I have duly attached. The search, however, continues for his Victor Kusi-Boateng passport.
That was the response of
the command charge.
Say, I feel
Victor Kusi-Boateng passport.
So what was the?
That's I said no find a new here. No propaganda, no suspicion.
Ain't following response we I feel or the passport ne koya
up to now obi. So the passport now by me.
Enshrined in this report, Eka say Omanhene our passport name.
That is what they concluded. Shraj has concluded. Shraj said that they wrote to the passport office.
Okay.
Because when they asked the petitioner, he said he doesn't have it. So who issues passport? Is the passport office.
Yes.
So on the 14th day of July 2023, the passport office, which is the body responsible for the issuance of passports and other documents in Ghana, after stipulating various times that the name
Asempa
that
FM.
the fourth respondent in the name Kwabena Dujemfi was issued with ordinary and diplomatic passport indicated that there is no Victor Kusi-Boateng in the passport database. Until how is Srage's conclusion on this fact erroneous? You yourself, you could not provide evidence to buttress your allegation. You said the search still goes on. Or say the search, however, still continues.
Still continues.
Remember, Obi, this was filed in 20 when?
The petition?
The petition. The petition was filed almost 2 years ago.
Yes. Yes. That should be
1st January 2023.
2023. Okay.
16th January. I can't do 2 years. And this has been the constant duration of that man's reputation. Because Obi, you and I know how criminal it is to have two passports in two different names. Or two Ghana cards. Because those are the Supreme Court says that the Ghana card is the source of identity. You can fall on the passport. Now, there has not been one instance where he has applied for or procured a passport or a Ghana card in the name of Victor Kusi-Boateng. And the petitioner who made those allegations said he is still searching for that passport.
For that other passport.
Meanwhile, he was making those allegations.
And based on that, it's also Sraj conclusion specifically. In the Omoka said because Omanya
There has never been any application for passport for Victor Kusi-Boateng
in their database. Based on which Sraj concluded that what?
At page 141. Based on the evidence before it,
yes,
the commission finds that contrary to the complainant's allegation that the fourth respondent, Victor Kusi-Boateng, holds, aka Kwabena Dujemfi, holds two different passports, each bearing one of his two names with different dates of birth on each document. The fourth respondent rather holds one diplomatic passport and one ordinary passport, only under his name, Kwabena Dujemfi, under Victor Kusi-Boateng.
And for you as counsel for fourth respondent, you believe, sir, this conclusion, ends this whole conversation around double identity, or you should double identity any other.
There are two conversations to what Sraj has said.
Okay.
That at no point in time, because like I said, in Ghana here, per our law, again, not what emotions or what sentiments or value law. The two forms of identity is the Ghana card and a passport. I can
is what is in the passport and what is in the Ghana card.
Because that is the one we take the fingerprint.
Sure.
So we can always track and trace.
Sure.
Now, at no point in time did Reverend Kusi-Boateng apply for a Ghana card or a passport in the name of Reverend Kusi-Boateng. And Obi, prior to this, as far back as 2016, he had done a statutory declaration, which has all been tendered in the processes, showing that he is the same person known as Victor Kusi-Boateng and Kwabena Dujemfi. And it is not an uncommon practice for people to say that I am the same person. No, if you go to the GRA website, they say that if for any reason you would have been issued with two tax identification database, that is one aspect.
The GRA database.
The GRA data website. That is one aspect of it. The other aspect of it, Obi, if I say, sir, you have used your names to perpetuate fraud, it means that as I sit here, you know me as Bobby Bansi.
Yes.
Then I am dealing with you as Nana Kwame Feni, and nobody else. You don't know that it is me.
Yeah.
So, for example, let me take because we are speaking to law. Let me take the Companies Act.
Yes.
It says that if you're a director and you're a shareholder, you cannot sign a document in both capacities. You need to choose one.
Yeah.
And so, with that correlation, if I say that I am Victor Kusi-Boateng and I say I am Kwabena Dujemfi, companies law says that you must have at least two directors one director A, Victor Kusi-Boateng, director B, Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi. Then you can say I am using the two identities
to perpetuate
fraud because I am presenting to the state entity or shared before Shraj. Did you have one document having Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi or Victor Kusi-Boateng as different persons? That is why I indicated that in all the correspondence that were put before Shraj between National Cathedral and the Reverend Victor Kusi-Boateng or even the application.
And that's how come even the petitioner
use that name. The petitioner wrote that Victor Kusi-Boateng, also known as Kwabena Edu-Gyamfi. So the man had always presented himself as the same person.
I'll come back now for Yashe because in him said some other processes before the court. And then you ain't mean call into the matter, but at least you tell us where we are with the court case. And one of the things I say Obe responded to Amame because I've heard critics say, why would Shraj come to a conclusion different from about the double identity? I don't know what the court exactly said, but Ebiana Oya will deal with that. And then the petitioner following Shraj report, Agrante interview, was saying a post. I have his piece in Asempa 94.7 FM. Lawyer Bobby Banson and Aidin Cobb. After this short break, to us to stay with us.
My buddy, life is short. Man for plan, but also man need to enjoy regardless.
Hey, have you heard about Afrilac Lotto?
Afrilac Lotto, what's it about? Tell me. Wow, that's huge. So how can I play?
Just dial *741# or visit www.afrilac.com. You can play Afrilac games in the morning and in the evening. The morning draw ends at 10 a.m. and the evening draw ends at 7 p.m. They have the mega jackpot games and the classic direct games. Direct 1 to 6, spam 2 to 6, and the banker game. Then you choose your 6 lucky numbers from just 1 to 57 balls. Is that simple?
Oh, I see. So how much can I stake?
You can stake Afrilac games from 1 Ghana cedis to 20 Ghana cedis and above. Winners are paid the same day into their Momo wallet.
I'll play the Afrilac games today to win the 70 million Ghana cedis jackpot.
Don't forget to also tune to UTV to watch the live draw at 7:15 p.m.
Afrilac Lotto.
See company.
Some battery by the Ekosiise discover power jet battery. What? Me can ya me see kwamu bi. Me battery issue aton kwanta pa yo. Enti say dey me power jet battery ambassador. Me momu na nkrofo ka kwansoma me jump o mo dey. Na makan Fox War Community 18 Sprinters Road. From 0208090789 and 0242314774. Obenya bi so shama. Ko na so Ochinenti Enterprise. Afi battery shop bi e waboso kan. Kuma se Kwame Choba Enterprise. Pampa so na battery shop will be a swami mazin. Amakom Macro Junction. Every Kaswako Winneba Junction. Swedro Magazine. Takra de Jasamba Bia. Power Jet Battery Day. Power Jet Car Batteries. Oh, put that day.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, you go enjoy up in my come make a download them for you. You can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple. Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with Ecobank. Kim promise.
My bro, me come out for Jesus.
Mammy and Papa nom, and you know MPP Abanti. It's my friend home, mining engineer, and I'm MPP Abine, and your free education policy on the buy. Watch a rubber, Miniani down soap over a beer, meets Maria Junior High School. I transfer SHS. Mabusiam, Yansha and me, Obia, say any sad and say, Ghana from Pamucho. And then, Vijina Hanoma, me mamma no, Papa no, and you know from Ghana food. Minsada Misayim, me Pamuchao, set Montoaba Emma, Dr. Baumia. Na obi wo baabi obi wa kurasi baabi oni ne de aso te semia na ma meton wonfa monsa kokromoti enko team number 1 Emma Dr. Baumia na omwa onkra wo baabi a omuni ani da so baabi a
omaye mabunu dache ho bai wo bra ye to abama number 1 December 7 to abama Baumia
The lecherous effect on the economy of African nations. This has devastated many African economies and sunk them deeper into unsustainable debt and economic downturn.
Rofokasa akane mampani John Mahama ekanu nyina ene se COVID-19 na ebaye no amawiase nyina ya Ghana so eka ho aye den yi na ama omambia sikasem aye ho faso ena wo pana Moma yenyi okendinia odinukre. To Abama NPP. To Abama number 1. To Abama Baumia.
Obodan is free. I want in the year. Free Bonto. Ndiana sober Tom Rufishi Papa. Woman dear Benjamin Sunimu Biabi. Woman Baba Bossomo. Kama. What Yashi? Ain't you waiting any jism? Woman to Miss from what the free estimate. Kaisa promotion. If it's a prayer was it 31st December. From OCCA. Accra number no yet 0506 004 242. DBS Industries Limited. Roofing Papa fee.
For Doormaster, Yamagana for Nina Afishiapa. Yadi Doormaster Save Big Promo, Ebreu Bronye, every 11th November, deposit 31st December, Yamau discounter, ebet miadru 30%, Ebana Puno Papa Pa, Emu Drew, Etche, Efe, Doormaster Nkwa, Enobia den Enitre. Yawa exterior steel security doors, full metal doors, elegant wooden bathroom doors, wooden metal blend doors, stylish pivot doors, and glass doors, found Doormaster Save Big Promo yimo. Na save big ewo over 400 designs home. Doormaster won krabata du mienua. Ashita wosu home. Ensawem Kaswa Kumase. And crying so ubehu ye wo Kwabena ACP Estate Junction. Afin Sotema Community 25 at Depa Junction. Dowenya Kwine so. Fred 0548 402640.
Esan so my Ghana gwa obwaso. Edi shafin peno enedu no na yo penima aba 20 no. Ewo se wo yahwe ye pa. Esan si wo nkofo bi wo hono mu a. Odalenda ne nsem no kura ni. No oba mane a enim. Entene seba na mane bobi pose ho no kura wo mu dia. Ene na hyene man nan nso. Die de kan. Baabi amane boni fira eba no. Hwese, nsentwere kwa wodro bo amane akrogen no. Oba hwe sansemi a watena de firi ho no. Na so se wadwemu ye wo na ade a. Ene na abefo kro na wokọ yekoye nhwehwemu no. Kobia watwere about es no. Na kenkan ni ye. Na de etoso mieno no nso. De otwo sansem no. Ye ne mo hwehwemu kakra. Samre yi die. Wono mo makwadere. Enko na betimi ajo mama ne bo edi. Te sabato komisa. Ena National Commission for Civic Education. Na mprensa so no. Sama ne bo awonsaka no. Pensem mu. Hwatifia sam ne de ekire. Kasamfonya na asemfonye ne nso. De na ekire. The crackra no. Kwa befo so. Na bogana.dubawa.org. Na ehwe oma ne bo no mu wo ho no. Uwia. De yachi wo social media so. Ne kay WhatsApp channel no eho. Sankratui. Dubawa and a US Embassy Election Literacy Project.
Ghana menyina yemreni o oyo man ye John Mahama ne Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman se wo baba mu a wo besi emesi kakrabia Women's Development Banker e man ko na be ye ho adwuma sikakrabia be time ma echi ama omobosi ade ye adwuma ehun si ho ne ye ketua bi e free hairdresser fo so adesuafo ne yen afe na ye bi adwuma adepanfo e ma akuafo yen a ye nam kwan ho ton ade ne yen a ye did sam ne say John Mahama ne Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman ye oman penini na bedi eche wo man mu a emma benya gina bia papa to abama nsakrai papa to abama John Mahama ne NDC.
Unim se bebi a wote na treni pako a oye adansie ho kanso edoso enti mentu sika nwu nkusifie bia kekeo sidan a nchima de bekayo se wato wasase nko de a makasebels en design ofie no na wonsan so simao ye wonim difo a owonim de wo adansie mu at Casebels we design and build luxury and contemporary houses, be it private residence, hotels, schools or commercial apartments. Locate Casebels at www.casebels.com. Casebels, we
and sad. Only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM.
94.7 Asempa FM Sony Ekosiisen dwumedie no wasoguso a utie no ma yenam wase ne mamu nyina akwa ababio na yemfa sedama wona oboa yem ye de Ekosiisen Ebremo A202 Service Unlimited eka ho me pacho se A202 Service Unlimited car parts na wo pe ato ni nyina wo kwa obenya bi ewo ho ene omakofa training no waso bi aba eye auto diagnostic machine ma sa machine bi na wo de si wo car so a fault e wo car ne ho bia obi ho omo ye training on how to use sa machine way or register to be a participant ye be chew diagnostic machine baako for free. Once you register ubenya baako for free unso betimi use. And with this training no you can start an auto diagnostic business. In fact say unye mechanic mpa once you know how to use a machine way no ubetima start your business and for the car beba no watch on fault e wo car na wona bibia etumi akoye 4 training sessions and I will be go through. Once you are done you'll be able to identify fault codes with pinpoint accuracy and solve any mechanical or auto electrical problems. Munshanenso MIA A2Z Auto Service Limited ewo Madina Rich Junction opposite Latter-day Saint Church. Omo number is 8 na oni omo into me enkasa. Fontina 74 se wo pedra as a boa a support with general well-being. Se kidney yare ena wenya ebeboa liver, high blood pressure, ulcer ena wa ni nyina no Fontina 74 itu ase ema diagnostic herbal na dey abadwa so mo nam me pa chow se ope ultra modern building designs and architectural drawings. O dine up so be a sima building construction. Say o dine that na ye dada opesi renovate o dine amount me pacho Kese Belts Limited and American for amount Kese Belts Limited. Say ope design and build stunning luxury and contemporary houses a Kese Belts. Say a private residence, a commercial apartment, a hotel, a school for private individuals, corporate institutions, organizations. Ninyina more ebia more masa said that now per se a baby see dine amount. Kese Belts ebe amount. Your civil engineers and architects have very high in-depth knowledge and skills in building designs and building construction work. Face construction funding plan ewo nti ye no bet na se na ya cho se dan we apesi yesima wa ni nyina abuo nie by every phase see ye foundation a de obetua ni ye we a de obetua ni ye we a de obetua ni na yesiw dan na ma kama ye wo Plantvale residence and wo akoko photo dan soman Kese Belts number ni 0543 297 333 0543 so Emfa MIA. Doormaster save big promo nso yego so in this festive season so oba beto ade or Doormasters are yema 30% off from November 11th and ye shall say December 31st and eba ewiye ya plono oba say exterior steel security door, full metal door, elegant wooden bathroom doors and every kind of door ubenya bi ewo ye ho etimi ato Doormaster ye din ene ye honam ese ye wo branch ewo Pobiman Toll Booth Ashalaja that's Pobiman Toll Booth and Ashalaja 3rd October hon so ubenya ye branch ewo ho Suhum Fianko near the Islamic Girls School ye branch ewo ho obeye ye no so by Forest Reserve ubehu ye branch ewo ho Kwabena ACP your branch ewo Estate Junction and so your branch ewo into Munshan and so emena Tema Community 25 Dawenya Road so obehu Doormasters your branch ewo mo Kumase no ye wo Kumase ahinsan
opposite the China Mall. That at the Junction where Ubenya branch or frame it was 0548 402 640. Now on the doormaster any enkomo. Bobby Mamin Simra will hope you na for yenhwe. Omo ekase a high court, a court of competent jurisdiction, high court which is at variance with a high court a Richie. I don't know oka hoden.
Say na Senator Mekan Imran and Yenya send ya Ojin said, Parliament Akane near court. Now, that's what led to our case. Kwaya ukiti to FR or no Reverend Kuzibuat in the passport. I Ojin say any private document. Ne ID cards be Sabio or two coin cry no jina airport. Sa immigrant. Ne any na kakra. No, the bet to ni social media page. Say, Osha Ghana, your Data Protection Act, your Right to Information Act. Say, Obi personal correspondence, public, go into public hands. To me, enko just say, why apply aqua permission through the right processes. And this Article 17 say of the Constitution. Obi any right to privacy. Entina sabi uni obi kasakra no anje ni permission now charge petition
no. Okay.
Dia na was charge petition no so no. Victor Kusibuatin alias Kwabena Edujemfi.
Yes.
Honorable filing no.
Yes.
Say dina near the file
court against
Okujetu. The issue before the court was whether or not the act say yamana na honorable na and say or then a passport pictures baby unyano and or didn't to ne Facebook page ni social media handles whether it was in breach of the constitution in terms of right to privacy, the data protection act now honorable lawyers tax identification number for Victor Kusibuatin any tax identification number for Kwabena Edujemfi into obi wo hwa e friend Kusibuatin and obi wo hwa ye friend no Kwabena Edujemfi enti omo presentation say Victor Kusibuatin no different from Kwabena Edujemfi omo ye nipa mienu enti omo ntumi file suit as nipa back
okay
enti senti court no embongu because court no nim say Kwabena Edujemfi ni na wasuo say Victor Kusibuatin na issue any respond say beta flat wow petition ade call ye no o say Kwabena Edujemfi Victor Kusibuatin while social media positions are posts are why we say the same person.
Okay.
So there is no doubt to say yama na we no now nim say nipa ba sabi tax identification number so enkyere say obi distinct from another. That is not the measure of tax identification the purpose of tax identification number. Tax identification number doesn't give you legal personality. Sure. Tax identification numbers no nipa mienu different.
That's the conclusion the court gave.
Okay. Enti ye will be a friend of Kwabena Edujemfi. Onu ye nipa asimesi. And ye wo benten so a friend of Victor Kusibuatin. Enti court ni trim no. Enye nipa ba ko ne ye friend of Kwabena Edujemfi. And ono ye san friend of Victor Kusibuatin. San no kuje to koka wo court o say obi a friend of Kwabena Edujemfi no. And ti court no gi sa tum no. Court no anko into Asempa tuning tia.
Na eda
court no. Wanko or say or no ohu se Kwabena Edujemfi na abaw se Victor Kusibuatin na abaw no ni trim no esno Kwabena Edujemfi and esno Victor Kusibuatin. Okay. Meanwhile na honorable achoro nyina ne say nipa ba
the same person. Into the issue before the court which was whether the action of the honorable member ne breach Article 17
the court didn't go into
data protection court now
go into it. The court didn't go into it.
Into really on a matter of capacity.
That's all. Said they are two distinct individuals because Victor Kusibuatin has a thing different from Kwabena Edujemfi. So as far as she is concerned, once you have a thing, you're a separate human being. And if you do, and another thing means you're a separate human being.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't go into the merits. In that helps myself to those who are critics. If the judge had the jurisdiction and thought that the matters before her was whether or not a criminal. Why didn't she proceed to sentence?
To sentence.
Or to recommend for sentencing?
Yeah.
But we have appealed against that decision. So it is going through those processes.
Okay.
Also. Yeah.
And it will be unfair for anyone to use that decision to come and counter Shraj findings.
Because in law, no, you say when you take a decision of a court, the part of the decision that is binding is the ratio.
The ratio, yes.
The ratio is what has decided the issues before the court. The issue before the court was whether or not whether Victor Kusi Boateng is a criminal.
Yeah.
That would have gone through a criminal
process. Yeah.
So that can never, because if that was the case, the petitioner, our court charge, and then call this judgment, you know. And they can't charge the phone and say you're really so a criminal that so you can add in one fan because charge jurisdiction cannot entertain matters that are before court.
That's true. So very well. When having dealt with Enono, and now following the release of Shraj report, this is a tweet by the Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, and I think he made several tweets on this particular issue. One on the bit about the award of the contract, and Shraj findings. He shared that one, and later Obabe shared with so Osei how Shraj erred and let Ghana down in the Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng / Kwabena Edujemfi double identity saga. 1. Cathedral as Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, born on 7 September 1971, but is issued a diplomatic passport to perform his official duties in another name, Kwabena Edujemfi, with a different date of birth as 30th December 1969. See attached in court with the name Kwabena Edujemfi, born on 30th December 1969. And in the first issue,
the jurisdiction of Shraj is not determined by tweets.
Okay.
It is determined by law.
Yeah.
The jurisdiction of Shraj in respect of public officers are matters that you have done that is corrupt, abuse of public office or public power, breach of code of conduct of public officers. These matters allegedly done in 2013
and 2016.
But at that time, he was not a public officer. So if you feel that what he has done constitutes a crime, there are appropriate state agencies that investigate those crimes. And yes,
Shraj. For you to even fault Shraj, public officer.
So go to the appropriate state agencies that can investigate those matters.
Okay. The second point is Shraj failed to work with the evidence from the Ghana Revenue Authority, which DRA also confirmed the different date of birth, different things, and different mothers. See evidence of GRA's response to my right to information request, which was included in my petition to Shraj.
A public officer.
In the Omuntimi. Okay.
Because if you say that he has done that, Shraj does not investigate crimes.
Yes.
Shraj only investigates corruption, breach of the code of conduct of public officers, abuse of public power office, and then conflict of interest and related matters. So the fact that Ujin said Obi is not everything that Shraj has jurisdiction over.
Based on the 2 points, he was expecting Shraj to do BB as Shraj in the
jurisdiction, and Shraj said it in their report.
Good. The number 3 instance in the name Victor Kusi Boateng, see evidence attached.
What date was the driver's license issue? Did he put the date?
I think, or can I see evidence attached? Let me see if the evidence captures that. Let me see. Okay, I think this should be it. No, where a passport. This one looks like the passport. Okay. I don't think the Kawahase first name blah blah blah. It may be the bit about I don't know Sebia or the car the way in how they call court before Shraj there. I was trying to look for. Okay, you are saying say driver's license need date and so no. That's the role of the date would be what?
Because if you claim he has done something,
yes,
at the time he was not a public officer.
Okay.
Shraj does not have
jurisdiction to investigate. Okay. And you say Shraj failed to access the database of DVLA, which confirms that Victor Kwesi Boateng was issued a right. That's something he wanted Shraj to investigate. Not Shraj based on the date that card was issued. And 4. Also, Shraj failed to access the database of the national.
To the sentence, Victor Kwesi Boateng's Ghana card. The person says, "Give me a Ghana card." As Kwabena Edu Jemfi.
Yes.
Which the law says that every Ghanaian is entitled to one.
Sure.
In one name.
Sure.
He has said that I have only obtained one Ghana card. I had never obtained a Ghana card in the name of Victor Kwesi Boateng. And the National Identification issued a statement.
To that effect. Okay. ID as Victor Kwesi Boateng in 2016 with voters ID number blah 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 at age 40 and issued another voters ID in 2020 with the name Kwabena Edu Jemfi indicating his age as 50. Curiously, he grew 10 years within 4 years. The 2020 voter ID card number, see evidence of the two voters ID attached.
So what is the issue that he had at that stage? To prove that in 2016, before he became a public officer, he was identified as at the same time. He had never said he voted twice. One voter's ID card with Kwabena Edu Jemfi, another voter's ID card with Victor Kwesi Boateng. For you to say he has used the two names at the same time as if they are two distinct individuals.
And again, Shraj failed to take into consideration the judgment of a high court on 13 July 2023 when Victor Kwesi Boateng / Kwabena Edu Jemfi lost his case against me, with the high court judge stating categorically that his conduct borders on criminality. See relevant portions of judgment attached. And that's what you dealt with.
That is what I dealt with.
Yeah.
And the way sometimes, Obi, you remember this matter once we were in the Court of Appeal for some interlocutory applications. We left court and I saw all over the news. Court of Appeal throws out, including publications from this outfit. Court of Appeal throws out Victor Kwesi Boateng appeal. Victor Kwesi Boateng. I was like, is it a different court that I went to? We were dealing with interlocutory as we stand now. The appeal has not been heard.
It's a substantive appeal.
Has not been heard. And yet there were reports in the media, on social media, that the appeal has been thrown out. And I asked myself, what kind of, because if my opinion is that, or my thinking is that if you have an opportunity to use any media, either mainstream, to shape opinion, you don't feed the people with your emotions or your opinions first. You give them the truth, the facts. I always say we cannot have two facts. We can have only one fact. State the fact and let people know that this is your opinion based on the fact. And give people opportunity to also determine what their opinion will be. But you don't substitute your opinion for facts.
In the Shraj failed to take into consideration the judgment of the High Court. Now, was that judgment a part of the body of evidence?
That is what I'm saying. No. Why didn't they present that judgment? That is what I asked. Nowhere in their petition did they add that judgment. Nowhere in their petition did they file that judgment they are now relying on. If it was indeed binding and a ratio, not an obiter, as lawyers called it, they could have attached it.
By no so or failure to attach it, no, say Shraj feels say relevant to
Shraj's report that when they invited us and we appeared, we told Shraj that there are various aspects of the matter in court that were pending in court. They can procure all those. So they made reference to it in their report. Okay. If that's judgment, why the petitioner was the petitioner could have found it and said, "Sure, listen, I have a judgment already, so this matter has become moot. You don't even have to investigate it. I brought it, but I have a decision from the High Court, so it has become moot. I'm withdrawing this relief. Let's rely on that decision." They not.
And the tweet ends by saying, "It's most regrettable that Shraj appears not to be bothered about damaging its own credibility with this ridiculous whitewash of the criminal double identity scheme of Reverend Victor Kwesi Boateng / Kwabena Edu Jemfi. In any case, how does Shraj, from his Victor Kwesi Boateng date of birth, clear the double identity champion? Desperate propagandists must respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. No one can suppress the truth and win.
Obi.
Yes.
I mean, I do not intend to go. I'm not a social media person. I know how to tweet like that. Yeah. So I want to read a letter dated 9th March 2023. On the request of the fourth respondent, Victor Kusi Boateng's passport, I have compelling cause to believe that he possesses another passport in his Victor Kusi Boateng identity. Similar to how he successfully obtained a passport in his Kwabena Edu Jemfi identity. So far, I have secured his Kwabena Edu Jemfi passport, including a diplomatic passport, which I duly attached in my January 16. The search, however, continues for his Victor Kusi Boateng, the person who tweeted this, even of his own petition. So I'm leaving. This is the facts. I'm leaving the conclusions out there.
Very well. Into part of because I mean him said Assembly started mo file a defamation suit.
Yes.
And where that's what court.
That's what court I share trial as.
Okay.
The plaintiff is about to close his case.
Plaintiff in this case near
Reverend Kusi. Yes. So his witness is in the box.
Okay.
We are expecting or hoping say Honorable Bonsu Ebe Adaka, because he's the defendant. If he wants to.
Okay.
Yes.
And in terms of the defamation one, are there any aspect of that's what court?
One say you file a writ for defamation, no? Any you file a writ for defamation in privacy action. Those are the substantive matters. You file a writ for defamation, no? Time now bailiff, no question for committal for contempt. Again, the High Court did not go to the merits whether the action was contemptuous or not. Or say, because the Honorable says he was going to Parliament, the bailiff should not have served him.
Okay.
So, because the attempted service was breach of the Constitution, he will not go into the conduct that came after.
Okay.
That contempt, that decision in that contempt, appeal now. That appeal is pending at Yebeko Court on the 4th. Of December. So that appeal is pending. And an appeal in respect of the privacy matter now, I say, judge only dismissed it on the grounds of capacity without going into the merits.
Yes.
That is also pending.
And also a court. Yes. Okay, that's interesting. At least will be a OTNO is now clear on where matters nina ewo. Bobby, my yana say minim final way wow the betu Ghana fe be ebusa on this na wa mayen ehun Ekosiisen On Asempa FM ye behwe ne ye de nkomo no esi Bobby any concluding
senia unime na ya na sabio ye nhada mpe bedwem kasapi and so you see when you tri ho
you one kasa utri ho
you bone enti once South same way fa ye nyina ye ho Ghana ni bia so you interested because you say sabi so bi na say ye de me yonko ye de me e bia na asimesi nti o chine bi na bia akoye se na me kan ye no me de mi hwade so se na be hu media na politics na yi ne de so unya opportunity say we be frame opinion public opinion, ube influence public discourse. And I expect some level of candor. Say, first me can say, obi no one can't yen yi antre minti mi ana me kan me bo. Yen ye ni say. Sa no na ye de animonyam bia baba ejuma no ho. And so say yen nyina ye ti ho na ye ka say okay nipa ba kon no nko na de sabio de bia o kan sem say ni say. Na ade no nso enya no kre ono ani document ni na yi a ode ba ye no say na ekire na say me ma opportunity ama public na ehu no kre wom na ma mboa me man
sure
na sofo no nso a megina mu ma no nso ma mboa no sabi ono ontumi read 130 something pages nyina embe chire mu senia me no yate ase a ye 164 yate ase a ye chire mu na scratch se onye boni bia enso na nkrofo gu chire ka se da bi sabi waye boni yakoye say and I saw some words as shabby describe scratch na see say obi na wako they will continue to defeat us, blah blah. The same Shraj. Emma, aspects of your reliefs did not give aspects of your reliefs. Oh, fresh Shraj, also from saying propagandists should not insult
the intelligence of Ghanaians.
You sue harsh words against Shraj. It is a building to mean building institutions.
Yeah.
Me buy aspect of Shraj report no meaning omoye propagandists. Because when you do that, you are attacking the institutions that we are building.
Sure.
For political expediency or for popularism or however it is called.
Okay, I think I'll say it is most regrettable double identity scheme.
Enti wa can say obi wo 2 passports. Actually, as if a passport no bra. Usi who second passport. Who yen frɛ say?
Is there a portion of the Shraj Act? Because as a complainant be misleading Shraj to me recommended for criminal prosecution.
Obi, interest will be such a question. Yes, indeed. Shraj Act no. Oma ye bida. Shraj ye bida. Say if o file a complaint, now who intentionally misled Shraj dismiss a complaint now, or if they can decide to recommend for prosecution, which he has not confirmed in his response to Shraj. And yes, no kita 2 passports no, and was started trying. To know him so need 2 passports, or say after no
establish the element of intention.
Of intention and malice. Secondly, Tamoka Sepapana could disika 2.6 million. National Cathedral had released a statement. And attached bank statements in a report to explain say and 2.6 so no nim and so of course why or and yakwa from 2023 January and yababisi and Asema near Canada no and one Shraj
about to that conclusion.
Abeso we have also moye propagandist.
There is this question and I think it was also repeated in honorable tweets and say the appointment of Sofo Victor Kusibuati in that name.
The Kanka said the appointment letter. No?
Yes.
Kwabena Dujenfi.
Okay.
Also known as Victor Kusibuati.
Okay.
And ordin a statutory declaration no year no 2016, you know.
Yes.
Emma National Cathedral for say
the same person. Okay.
So at every point, him so Sofo Victor.
Sure.
And he was being appointed in that capacity as Sofo Victor.
Yes.
But he disclosed to the appointing authority and gave them the statutory declaration.
Okay.
Which National Cathedral has provided.
Okay.
Say Ejina Wensun Tina letters now. Said Honorable FILA agent Ansama Foreign Affairs Minister Beyansa.
The
question we were Parliament.
And even though Victor Kusibuati was on the appointment letter, no, Elias Kwabena Dujenfi, the diplomatic passport name of Kwabena Dujenfi no, was consistent with other
all the passports that he's ever had.
Kwabena
Dujenfi. Yeah, we that's the opportunity.
That's it. Ma yentie we mra ye ba the discussion segment no toamo. So me say lawyer afokwa ewa ha obetena se na afei ye di enkomo. After this very very short break here basisia.
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for CTV cameras and need all clear. I be you know that Seba mobile phones, this iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the keka anyone says receive na Franco. In now binya the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco Essence tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and change na mahoden kwa. Sheshe Franco kwabata bi e benwo. Name head office, Ewada Braka, one in Roxy Cinema ne die nimre. Friend 0246 422 338 and a 055 5939 311. Franco electrical appliances papa. Efi
bold solution for the future.
December 7, let's vote number 1. Let's vote for Dr. Baumia. Estroho.
The pandemic has had an about death and economic downturn.
Rofokasa akane mampani John Mahama ekanu nyina ene se COVID-19 na ebaye no amawiase nyina ya Ghana so eka ho aye den yi na ama omambia sikasem aye basa amemu aye de nanso campaign yi duru ye de wadana no osi MPP for na asay economy abato ho faso e na wopana moma yenyi okandini a odi nokre to abama NPP to abama number 1 to abama Baumia.
It's that time of the year. Ghana, brace yourselves because Melcom's Black Friday sales is back and we're bringing you unbeatable deals like never before. From the 15th of November to the 1st of December, get ready to shop and save big at Melcom. Electronics, home essentials, furniture, all fashion. We've got deals you can't resist. Melcom's Black Friday, it's more than a sale. It's an experience. Stock is limited, so hurry and shop early to avoid missing out. Melcom is where Ghana shops for value, and this Black Friday, the value just got even better. Don't let these unbeatable deals pass you by. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Download it, I download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple.
Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with Ecobank. Kim promise.
Daddy, I found a man quite amiable.
Did I have patches send me the own to me who jai crowd?
Papa and Fatu dot in this is so mammy. To see me ba.
But it's just a crowd at that. So, and as a minister come 40 cities for me.
When the cat was only as cabby now, they are filling gas. See, I'm putting me a filling now, but to be soon be out. I'm filling 20 cities gas camp.
Sir? Aye. NJ, Coco filling 40 city brand.
Oh, ma.
Come to me, my network now, Kakato, Pinkrumani.
Yammo, Numa, a Ghana Fonka Sadia bro, and Pimu do 10,000 who buy every Osei. Nayan to change investment. A pebble $400 million. When you look at economy, coffee with cylinder, a LPG stations are a woman you for now, baby. A bonnet dafom, Nasu Bia Butum, a Monsu da Hopi Fay, and to bet me don't want to so.
We know we'll survive it. Shall wash away all tears. The presidential and parliamentary elections 2024.
What election 2024 Hishayemono, Electoral Commission by a special voting exercise, and my security officers, and Central 4, any about to my affair when they were special voters register also, ya obey Juma Ewa about order 7 December. Special voting exercise Ibe Basu or Santesa, a year about to be away yes ago, what 276 constituencies and war may. What draw that 2nd December 2024. If I no panels on 7 a.m., question you no 5 p.m. Shanoa, woman in Chiamu Pefe, a Shania Ekosubia. We hear Chimubia Bewa a fast special voting exercise in one. Kwayisi website, and I use the officer, a wow district.
Presidential parliamentary elections 2024. Your vote is your
Hey, Auntie sending the photocopy. Me won't watch on Namoko say, dear Echo.
Auntie Ama, of course, na nya kwan e university o. Na sika me de ba mana kwakra na atometi paye. 2,500 a year. Me ko fa ne he. E na Ghana yetie.
Oh, esi. Na se we de woni ha kra. Want to say NDC ne do mama se wo baba mu. Enkra wo pese wo ko university o man ne de no. Afia edi nkan no. Wa fa sa aka ni nyina. Say ye technical university, college of education, nursing training. Ana say de ka ho nyina. E ho ka nyina wa fa. Afia edi nkan no. E ye free.
Hey, sir. We dey say asemode o. E be ma ye koma han ye yo.
Esi. Na say nya no nko o. Enkra wo mo e wo school mu dada. Wo mo to ma de sua so. Mama se wo ba. De bibia ye fene student loan plus beba. Wo mo betumi apply no ma je bosia. Wo mo de beto ma de sua so. It is a course say. Wo do second year. And one is a student loan plus. Wo kwaji bi na de atwea ne ho masua so.
Oh, mampanyi mahama. Na me nhyraw.
Esi nya no nko. Ye nua no ma sabi wo mo edi dem a wo pese wo to ho masua so ko sua pon mu no. So mama so wo be mo ma ko university no free a won tua hwe.
Oh, ene mampanyi mahama. Yakopon hyra yefunu a wo wo.
Ensakra yemre ni. Wo be man sakra ye papa. Wo be ma John Mahama.
Pesca bebre, mula bebre, kodi bebre, anala Jean bebre. A bready can have a game pack for pick 1, any pick 4 agree. Game pack for the more 30 Ghana cedis free. But you winning mula bebre.
Yeah, saying.
And yet, a game pack agree so. Nabenya mula bebre, and neya. For gamepackgames.com, Nenyan Chemu. Game pack agree, and ele mrate. So, and you want to end if you do watch it.
Asante OBM Ghana for Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz. Anchekra, Yadiba, coming soon. Nimakwa Suyasene, Center Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Angel Cola, love it, darling drink, test it, feel it, Afrila Loto. Shh, Sikampe Dede, Medima Fueba, Oyare for Udima Fonehwa, Asempa FM Community Sports Quiz. Anchekra, Yadiba, coming soon.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. Our lives to be cheap, will make you smile. No matter we will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
My way insurance.
My way for what I'm supposed to Sikano. Busumi. If it tests, I could 28, it's a kind of just come.
Kwame, no my way, no, I'm not saying Busumi Bia.
Insurance, no, with 33 cities, 50 pesos, Busumi Bia. Na Asempa, me 16,600. Now I'm saving 20 cities. And no meeting me in Abribia me pay Bia. Jimmy, Kosuka, crap. Now for studio, Beno Mudi, Ekosu baby.
So, for insurance, Eda from Boko, and Nibonya Dia. One in Kawajunum say, and no one in my way insurance. For phone, net dial is *165#. Oh, MTN so. Say, see ya. Send my way. Cause no way.
25th December. 25th December. In the Ratchet Park, I did the biggest show ever, bro. The Tunedin event of the year. Event of the year. Wait, Nedi Kankra. I shock you home. Yeah, Daddy Ahofe, a man in a quadro, your legend, Daddy Lumba, Daddy Bayens and Chenu stage in a sweat, be mad, and you know, Black Sherif, Kofi Kinata, Wendy Shea, Fabia, Kim Paluta, and Minimum to Fobe Brebe. So just imagine, say the creme de la creme, go one stage is so performing. What? When you buy your day, if it's 25th December, you need to Ratchet Park, a Honey Boss, 7 p.m. sharp. And you may start your ticket, and now table to see ya. And now star 714*003*4#. Fresh. Zero calling yours. And now Logi Travel and Tours. Catch you when you know can't you. I did not pick.
Ajapadia so kwe wedensie mu eya asase. Se obenya asase amanso bia eni so no. Royal Kingdom Estate ena ade ho eto won so a. Wobemu asase Royal Kingdom Estate esa wo fully furnished apartments ewo East Airport 15 minutes drive every Kotoka International Airport. Royal Kingdom Estate ewo ensase wo Accra. Abri Abokobi Hills. Brekuso ebe Ashesi University. Open litigation free lands a Royal Kingdom Estate. Sanso eto efie 2 bedrooms apartment wo pe bia ebone da for mama so bia anyone. A Royal Kingdom Estate. Enkoto asase me emfa atuo ne emma eni wachi. Wo be we your cantonments. Offset Soul Clinic International School 0557 555909 0272 778880. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities.
Ojam Bukrasa NDC abras was share boss or Bemia Chia NHIS no capra copa, yen chia being one time premium no.
Ane aba nan supra within kunim wo Lexus no but we are fine here at say untia ke wo.
Na ene say ya was short memory ya enchani refresh some said your kind. Woka capitation na wo here was Asante mu a wo se sawo yare agisa ya sabia ba ko pe e na otimi ko hon.
Na yesise boni kase pa. Now to try and see our MPP abahimu. It's a crack here and Casaba.
MPP at NHIS Mayamwa may be a sunyar wati biahodua, a more dent some of Frabremo Kukram. Second cell, after what the kidney Yaremo Shemwa, a Timima Yarisaya friend of kidney dialysis and Swakaho, and no crown, why any free a mum of Fra woman in fear to watch 18 years, and in penny for the free sister years April. And they
but what Ayarasabia said to say, Agenda 111, Ama Ayarasabia for air, but Putembe Bremu.
Anti-Sa battery. Mumian Twaba and Famoya Pom de Hubai. Yentro and more bin fa bosha, and in a so, and Medada in view. Debbie Dad.
Me come a fool, Jesus.
Mammy name Papa no, and you know me adofono. Pacho, mini fatal, watchy rubber, and let me imagine Casse, and now Nana Akofado, and MPP Abainti. It's my friend home, mining engineer, and I'm MPP Abain, and your free education policy on the buy. Watch a rubber, Miniani Dawso, by Bias, it's Maria Junior High School. I trust for Esabia, and your MPP in Abaya, and coming to me and I say, any sad and say, you know, Ghana from Pamucho. And then, Bijina Hanoma, me mamma no, papa no, and you know from Ghana food na Minsada Misayim, me Pamuchao, set Montoaba Emma, Dr. Baumia, na Obiwa baby, Obiwa Cressy baby, we need the house what to send me a Nema Meto Monfa, Monsako Kromoti, and team number 1, Emma Dr. Baumia, na Omwa. On crown wo baby a omuni ani da so baby a
Omaye mebno dache ho bai wo bra ye to Abama number 1 December 7 to Abama Baumia.
The Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana's 33rd President's Ball comes on live on Saturday, the 30th of November. Come, let's connect and have fun.
It is time to network with the business and marketing community.
This year, our theme is harnessing the power of AI as a transformative tool for marketers. Come, let's welcome our new members and celebrate Chartered Marketers, the pinnacle of our marketing profession. Where? Lancaster Hotel, Accra. When? Saturday, November 30th, 2024. The time, 7 p.m. Be there.
Dress code, CIMG cloth or any formal attire.
End the year in grand style and come dance with the president and to good music.
Book your seat now. Call 055-274-6592. The CIMG 33rd President's Ball, Lancaster Hotel, Accra is the destination.
Working for Ghana.
And now the big question is, what radio program do you listen to? Is it the radio program of the year 2023? Ekosiisen Asempa. And that's the radio program of the year 2023. Ekosiisen Asempa FM. And the winner goes on with the mental citation and a certificate.
Asempa FM
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiise On Asempa and our Sugusua Utiene your reigning CIMG radio program. Lawyer Afokwa, a member of the NPP's National Communications team, Wabe Cancer Ewo Studio. Higher name say Yeni Obe represent segment no DBS Roofing, Franco Trading Enterprise, and a Tridal Express. Ebwa any day April. Lawyer Kwabena saying good. 8 days to go. Sure. Elections 2024. Feeling it is saying for you.
Feeling it good. Ubi war na oji the New Patriotic Party amanyoko ni tumbia no. Na oji MPP amamu etum. Na o believe in democracy biya chepa. Amanyoko a obetimide o my Ghana era the 4th Industrial Revolution ni mono. New Patriotic Party amanyoko a nyame adom ahobrasie mu. Ye manifesto promises, policies are ye kuchire di gun krata so a offer almost all aspirants contesting in the 2024 presidential elections na the policy proposals mu edu na mu hwam na epeja man na epeja enipani munyam na epeja oman pomponso na emaye so competitive no the policy will pay say Ghana for age Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia atumu ye pa enam enyina so papa ene hihye papa working team e dey catch Ghana for na unnam na utie de Ghana for eka Ghana for say Dr. Bawumia represented the future of our country na election way no omuhu ni ye say the odi e be koye chi the former president John Dramani Mahama the odi e be koye nim yera Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia enunti dodo ni nyina settled say na obi so decide ya na on person obe kire the position direction na oko na aka kire
by now decide
Ghana for decide nyame adoma edajwada the people are the security services and essential for and other people are or more special friend say ejumedie bi on that on the 7th of December and days ahead of 7th December no nyame enen hihye mu no akwanya ho se nyame na resource na start say eba de be catch Ghana for gina ne say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nkunim die eba na eba asomdwe mu ye beto aba na asomdwe mu ye be kenkan na asomdwe mu ye be bobo na asomdwe mu na ye declare na asomdwe mu a Ghana ni be bia ehun ntechema it's say we have advanced in age, our democracy has evolved like ehunhuna tu abatoto ene apopo ene to aba no ye free system nim kra na ene ya adwenkyere ene mabunu no compare say ne obi say oba be modernize agriculture kwan ba no be fa so be modernize agriculture ye say ye de wawa board ne ye hwemu ahihye I even predicted say issue beto na sunsu anto because of the climate change abaninti no enka tete na enka say wia no wiem ye hyesa na unim say kia ne ke enkosi anwumre de na nsuo na ye de ama emabunu a enne the 21st century Ghanaian youth so meyen kokko miensan kokko na yama kokko ma no metete won na da benda
Asempa
FM ena brantie ababa okuta iPhone okuta advanced technology wako suku awie no ho a all person otigina na hwe the even import of poultry products into our country na see be solve the problem the deficit na idea etwem because you free that peasant farming methods no and ye commercial large scale agricultural practices and now modernize agriculture the battery cage systems near the end I don't say yeah district now where district poultry farming modular you also we see structures ni go no akwanya wa manage na watimia harness the benefit no mfa so ne ba wate wo de or so atene de na dan na ekọ ne ne je se o ye adwuma pa enye sabi ne ye de nanom edija na akokọ ba tan kra bobọ no bobọ be nkokọ ma be edu a entom na nkokọ ni nyini no na omu nyina ewu na aka be mienu anye no akromachi bi awakum bi yare akum bi ene maame kwan so bibia abobi na so amana na yakọ ene sa ne man like you could see that kind of method of farming no outdated etwam ye ni kwase ekọ bia to encourage production ene Ghana aba ye the hub be yibo nkukubo sinkrofo mfichire na that kind of farming na adia etwam ase yi free ani so this is why the youth have bought into Dr. Bawumia's proposal so and we are saying no call the digital age technological age. And they are for computers. So I don't see Ghana mebunu be million bako. Na say omo the digital skill omo timi de kwa be for tentan videos with di juma. Omo te Ghana na omo take advantage of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area because now the whole Africa ba be a single market. The 53 or the 54 states in Africa now pay your skill no. Oh yeah, juma in other parts of Africa. Oh yeah, juma in other parts of the world. Be it Europe, be it America, be it Australia, be it Asia, baby, I will be to take advantage and to be able to rake in foreign currency. This is the way to go because we are saying that we are echo. And now, call Asante mantem, who call Manfi method or more year robotics, STEM innovation, year near market, you can't say aeroplanes. I flight me 45 minutes. It will be more remote control and a control no. Vessels, it me test on naval base. What Ghana has a soldier for or Musha Yaposo, a boy and Hoba Yensu, so also any idea. It me di mom test it. Why the Ghanaian has settled on Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Ebio, who share a JDS Sema? NDC di abrobi. Na sa bro na NDC di yen no. COVID by na Ghana for who say bro NDC amanyoko no PNDC NDC di yen no. E di yenya. Oyo bi sam say dia bro no mu di yen. Omo ton o mine japade na emfidi juma bebre. Over 240 of them. Ema ankwankre. Majority of them ko di NDC former parachicks. Omo senior members in some ne bebre na dane warehouses. E bi ma dane asore dan dane cathedrals economy. Be a consumer bia from toothpick. Kwakwasi be the dibia no. Ye crafty amanone and a buy mem hasi. COVID buy no, yan show how I did 2 years so. Omanpenny, a kufu and Dr. Baumie Bano Omuhui. The structure of the Ghanesburg Ghanaian economy and near Timuno. Any how I debate your brain and going forward as a country. Because one, at one employment can say 2 years so because school for a maba one in Rantier school, be it technical education, be it the grammar school education, any idea. Or when you have been quite goods you use to a consumer or your mem hasi. Idea be a consumer beyond obi, ya kokraba, and ya be use or your mem hasi. COVID by ya 1 hour produce no a lockdown be we are seeing now. Most production hubs a closely or more companies because of yari beto we are seeing now so no. Yan share in charges or whatever to container charges near there so Ghana we are seeing now. I be car Ghana. A double the price of goods and services in Ghana. And ya Ghana ko we are seeing now. Hwa ho kira de beto me ne wo mienu so consumers so. And still yen free mu. Obi agitum say niema mu asetene mu ayeden. Niema import substitution led industrialization. One district one factory policy no. Say niema bi wo ho no mu aye be ye no ye mem ha say ya na ye raw materials ye kuafo e produce no e betimi adane mfidi dwuma ani na nyam products na dia gu na eba a minim say oba na obeto so na nim. Raw materials ni bebre ho no mu a we are say industrialized countries ni nyina e we ase nyina no raw materials omo de ye omo dwuma bebre na mfiri omo mem ho. Nenka Ghana ha abrofo ne mefa bauxite anwea engu shipum efa nko anwea no omo de gu shipum ko aso na makodane ani ayi alumina na frim ayi other byproducts efrim ansa na anwea no betu agu so men de omo to agu omo krom meaning say omo so ani fidi dwuma ye be dane bauxite nani ene sa na ema no. This is where the industrial revolution in Ghana no has occasioned us. Aban ba ye no de gia de kaba. Almost nam kwan so amobesisi refineries I think say the agreement to start the development of a new refinery ebe produce aluminium any sane man Ghana has say no ebe convert and bauxite resources no into alumina no e wo has say almost say so be build the new refinery for us. Dr. Baumia said the challenges of the small and medium scale enterprises e Ghana ha no e ye to sem because directly you tell Kenti so ban pay the tax measures mu bia na at the end of the month na reflect your pay slip so na omo na ye burden omo ebinum your businesses because of say they are out of the long arm of the Ghana Revenue Authority obi at the end of the month Ghana Revenue Authority yes ke bia in free omo ho I don't think Dr. Baumia say what's the ember na yan call a flat tax regime say the be Estonia abrochima etimi aye bi ma eboa wo mo a eto burden no enna nipa kuma bi so say the Ghana ha that less than 20% of the population so na obi etua kakran na wo su koma han wo mo a businessmen can also plan ahead of their businesses public servants and the former workers can also plan ahead because they know say the burden on them at the end of the year this is the burden on them as far as tax is concerned it enhances your planning and mamutimi dwene ekokan as far as omusikasem eye concern and Dr. Baumia proposed a flat tax regime industrial enclaves free zones near other areas or more a 2 day in how more affect your production because sometimes obekona GR4 akwa Germany credit account to shops because they are owing they can't pay. I don't know you too much and when they affect it affected the brand because obi ande wudi Ghana so bana say untimi ntua out 20 year credit about too much it means you are not loyal and sincere to your state onya no kwafo you are dishonest we are lawyer ni obi
Asempa FM.
Who breach the payment of your taxes? I wouldn't the consequences. A chance would be a woo a woman. Say them go and affect your company brand. And will be biano. I don't know be a man now workers or customers now the business community etimia try ye juma ye ama o city na makoye no ma expand no businesses na businesses na grow na be yakese a yemfa flat tax rate mbra na obi a ho hane no. Se wo koyi container wo port. Na se container no 40-footer container ceramics ne wom ana spare parts ne wom tissue ne wom a unim se ne bo na 20,000 for 40-footer container 20,000 your container you can plan the payment of your duty ahead of time and send a container be arrive and you say o de oniema ko cheke akwakoye initial assessment ye be catch also pesika be say 38,500 bi container na be arrive and we be call for final assessment a wo de wo bill of lading be call no yes betua enyantua abaya fa container no pay a lot na ban akobo auction na obi abeto edipa ni sika o de ko kra na ema no eka ni sika na hye eka so ye besia eka sa beto do so on Nigeria on tabaomiade ye be come 2025 and beyond is the way to go. Bako is said debt in that sector. Obi, I had the harmonization of our import duties with the port of Lome, Togo. Na man for dream say Togo, more my yen say my hono, far more better than that of Ghana. And until the Lome port near more competitive. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say, or no na baimuno, or be make sure say the import duties are ye tia Lome. Any the tia wo any Togo de no say ye pe anasa anya pe kra Ghana de ye foche de Togo de ne ye said the be ya Ghana ba be the hub of African trade Ghana handling charges and nema e ba clearing the agency in Ghana and e be clear e be handle sa nema ni nyina ye workers are mosua a freight forwarding ye team am for mosua freight forwarding and nema se benya adwuma ye na ma adwuma abon ha se ma Ghana ye hye obi be clear ni goods o Ghana ha e be ma Ghana is so competitive na be sika security na economy e be ma ho kire ne nema so ati obi the Dr. Bomiade Badado and the current regime your port charges your duties you pegging in dollar rate doctor any fluctuation be in terms of depreciation be affected the quantum of money the import and be here so you clear the goods obi san say na free hodobo na timi aboa yan wenti edwadifo a wo abosu okan edwadifo a wo makola wo mo tudu any ade nyina ani age san say ho wo kuma se kegetia market wo obo ase wo wo takrade PTC any ade nyina anya age Dr. Baumia say hu say papai sie nya wo ntam a enka bia ka Ghana kola nim yie pa nanso onyankopon nafo age na tomawie so we are Ghana now yem show about 2024 elections say Mahama ebeji oman no asan be say na de mehye nkranya ka che on say ya probo ya bo nyina be bia ukobia no Ghana fo age Dr. Baumia na sometimes na awose kura no obi na egu no hu say e no kure say o ya de pa enipa ye den epia.
But are you by that then saying say despite the economic difficulties at Ghana for a feeling bebre na complaining nyoma boa ye den umuniska wo mobotom and the opposition now cites president ordinance sini botom so niska okwa bonten anyoma boa ye den. Would you still expect Ghana to vote for the NPP in these circumstances?
Obi, ahobrasiem ni ani diem obuo kwan so. Meka se NDC for ewo aban mu a ena sa ahokyere wo ye ne we betu wiase nyina edika Ghana se COVID-19 na. Se de yewra ahokyere kese ababeto enema bo ne bibia aduane bo ne bibia so abebia ka ne man Ghana o man ofiri mu e fe ne Ghana. Na sabi tafrache enya manyosem ena yeye ena omampanyin dada sabio senka wo ye statesman ena oka abonten ene education ti bebrate mi kenkan etro ene boga will be a few. First, no, nanka oba mi kroma, nanka boga for mo krum honi ni momo. Enunti no oba bia omba Christmas ni ade is obi akochia. Fro boga wa broche so ope bibi ka concern bibi kakra. Information de ma on say COVID after COVID na juma sema yeden. After COVID the near boy yeden. And so a lot more of our people have come to understand say the challenges are Ghana woman no sebi enya Ghana nko because of COVID say aso man ye betimi aye hu bibi. Na de ye betimi aye bibi aso man ni nyina ne say ye be say ekotodwe moden. Na one district, one factory, or Mampany Kufuado shares industrialization, you know. See, it's me, produce a lot more of our raw materials. Now, you're done here near money be brand new 1,000 megawatts of solar energy renewables, Canhoa, use petrol, and thermal plant, and a bed generating, and use crude, and a bed generating, and a body then. Yeah, energy prices, you know, a buffer production, a buffer, Ghana, because most of the raw materials, you know, you be producing your sourcing locally. I don't think say we are seeing now dimpa yan fire home to foreign products so you better rely on the local products you produce or you say you know that you are born it very affordable. It is true. Say most of the products are you producing currently our Ghana had obi mean control case of videos in a boarding. And then the money boy thing the factors of production, electricity. You try the cost of electricity in Ghana, any other parts of Africa. Ghana there no was raw. Enunti so the year production ne bono so na den e ma oniema bono ukotua dollars ene de akokle sa niema na free port and aba odi aba be feed we industry a produce I don't know day no be ka cost nyina abomu no na de wo ye Ghana ha no although it is quality Ghanaian products are of high quality because of the standards Ghana Standards Authority ewo Ghana for eye dwuma ye be wie no na ne bono sabi na ekosoro kakra. Eduti Dr. Baumia say no eba na ba beboa the business community no industries amamotimia produce locally na businessmen no enso atimia source locally na boa ama commerce ne management revolve around us na overage no de be broso no so no yetimi de akwama no ne akwakoton ne anya hard currency in terms of foreign currency e de aba beboa ye mem hase obi ade ba kwa me den say nyame adoma obi aban bi bai anan this aban John Dramani Mahama ne da no ebe catch there and say omo be see 20,000 housing units e dey ama the Ghana Police Service.
Sure.
Omo ko gisika free Korea e the Ghana sovereign guarantee e be see ano. Obi ye hu adankra omo si wo Ghana ha. E be ye na dan. I don't know day no omo twa saa hye yenim ye hu de ekoye.
Where STS no, right?
STS because now omo ye incompetent. Because na corruption adokro ma ban no because make corruption because ye ma me said nam tamaklu nko ano over 94 million Ghana cedis I demand say offer more maslok ye ma me no mu di dwa wo dwa so de ye me yampo obi ye ma me na no edane e kan say hwebodi ana ankoduru o hwe na ban mufo a NCA for ye court ajeli wo over some $2.8 million bi ene sa ne ma ni nyina na e kire se na ban mu no omo prioritize corruption ankasa o man panyi akufo ado bae no cars na wakra bulletproof cars se o man panyi bedam ne na soafo e bedam no o man panyi se da bi ye be so Ghana ho kire wo ha eno nti sa cars ne ndane ani ne fa majority no fa nkra eye Camry vehicles e fa me support to the Ghana Police Service Ghana ni bi ehu bi sa Camry fa Ghana police for use and okwa abrochire na abrochire police for use no ye the bread headquarters for fire service headquarters immigration headquarters oko NIB any ade yewra atobra director general renovation ne niam improvement ne niam ekoso the security services ni mu no ade a feye pa enipa bia pebe bia oye adwuma se na adwuma mu no sabio enidie ene akono kakra ewo hono mo a obi ba so oba wo akono eno nti okondo se adwuma no wo ye adwuma yeni. And then most of the police stations are ICC. Kama. We retooling of the security services are both police, military, fire service, immigration, and all the paramilitary services, prison service. Any idea? Very high improvements. And the amount recently, last year or so, immigration service are taking delivery of 30 total Land Cruiser vehicles or support you or other fire service for any pickups, any other vehicles, Pajeros, any others, any appliances are said the jato baby at the high levels there omu ka intimi do hono na enema omo tables e tibi cotton tinti drew e that it atinti ne ye of fire stations ni bi wo ezi wurugu e won of east region ye will be e wo dua yankwanta ye will be e wo
that should be fire service training school
miensa ene dia beka ho hida to ye beto ba ko pe 1820 no and retooling and rebranding our security architecture no as new fire training schools miensa aka ho a unprecedented in the annals of Ghanaian history obi e bap Ghana police service and the who police ni a na okondo and the who police for social media na okondo so be police ni look at their outfits kaneno so na who police ni atade a sabio tafrache na ensem fataye papanom ye mamenom ye nuanom ye mane ye wo faasefo a e wo the security services nim but enne wo hwe police for omo ahokeka wo hwe omo dressing wo hwe immigration wo hwe prison service wo hwe fire service wo hwe all other para security agencies wo che say yes enibie abagana yenka so omo problems nyina ye solved obi but unim say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step service bia ni hono mo a eni ne nenso ewom yenmie say call various service various security agencies anymore or more massive boost into their security service. Hither to na police service no money helicopters or they monitor crimes and they monitor the airspace in Ghana. And obi we a lawyer ni we say ba police service. Oba penya Akufo-Addo ba ye no. Wa ma omo mo friend say is it Moak. And mo friend say dudu na that you know.
Sir, armor vehicles maybe okay.
Motorbikes, any near my cameras, any idea. Who ni say wa ma security no aya kono. Na ye can't so na ya bo mo down no then ni Dr. Ekufudan parents so abaso. Sabi o kan ni bia no won nenso. Nenso no ono so ba ye no ne ono so 80 million no ono so ye na afemu de e na Kwabena. Wo hwe adan papa aban na si agu Kwabena e de ma Ghana police for. First nanka barracks rooms and police for no wo de empa single bed esimu now the fridge back si on man dan no ma but the police can boast of 1-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment any idea kono ye it befits the status of a modern police service a ya there so encouraging and a lot more opa yem bien tum say ye fa police na the thousands of youth a person go into the service sector because of and I say all various sectors of the Ghanaian economy no ehia service improvement e besi kasem aketuantumu any other welfare packages na megidi ye say the economy no turning around na ekoye no so no abide the be ho na saa ne mani nyina so no wotimi improve no say the be ya o masetenam yedie ene nkan kro no betimi akoso na o promotions ne ne mani nyina so no the fire for them any different from the prisons for them the prisons for them any different from the immigration for them aban ba and we touch base with all this service sector of the Ghanaian security architecture customs preventive service ni ade nyina no ye be sere o mo say nyame adom o mo benya kwanya say dadwo ada o mo koto aba no Omon Kai say Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia represents the interest and the future of the Ghanaian. He believes in the possibilities. Said near Abroche police, the Abroche prison officer, the Abroche firefighter and fire service. Be omasitinam yedie be konkan you know. Ono so ni die chia. Yenim say Dr. Bawumia believes in the Ghanaian. Or a technocrat wo tu kwan watena manone, watena Canada, watena English Abroche memo London. Any others onim ade a efe. Erutiene pepeso omwo mu no se ye pe obi obetua ba beto aso na o masetenam yedi akonkan na twitwitwire wo omu ntamu no etime free ho no mo na Ghana the security services no enigi etime abam kese pa bebi omu de omu ti beto bebi a omu betenam de omu betenam de akọ adwuma ene ne mo betime aye beboa wo mo a eye the MPP aban a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia da no ene betime ensure say continuity of the deliverables the security services no enya ewo mampanyi adanko Akufo-Addo aban no obetwa abeto aso na boa wo. I believe say all school education no obi ya na o kan NDC for bi tranche no mo ka say e de na e free wom because auto box auto mattress auto trunk e ma ne ba ko school erunti ne ye ka say free education a enye free obi say e bia me ne umienu say enne yawofo to trunk ato box ato sa ne ma ni nyina mo friend say prospectus no or to nyina no wi asa kotua school fees a enka school no ke betimi minum yo ke betimi akobia na and no any idea as wo for value the essence of the free senior high school na de obetimi abɔ free senior high school ho ban ko de owo ba na to din o de owo ba na to din de wa ngo ba ono de ose so no onya 2 billion a ofa nko free senior high school no e o se awofo ma yeyem hie because sa nipa no e ba ye dache oni bi e dache is in tatters because there is a possibility so betwem obi enye so obi betwem ko say wabeye policy say metwem tinton tan o but the kind of service how or this ikasembe ko obeye niam ye nim kwan a Ghana Airways fa so egu ye o Ghana ha e sha se kanka be hu ane say age hwete sam na age egu ebia na ban na obajo mahama ban on they were decided and say wa finish ya Ghana for nyina o tan or the time free senior high school dey be free senior high school bia no sabio any time to say janan ti sa nipa no e ba wo ya wofo ene wo ba e wo P6 ana wo ba e wo JHS1 JHS2 a we that's one say or be call SHS a na say okoto aba ma wo ba na education no enkai wo say obi abe free education obe person obe born legacy ho ban obe person obe improve the quality of the free senior high school no na metimi aya akono na tena ho no mo to serve a lot more of the Ghanaian youth no to prepare the Ghanaian youth no to take over the African continent obi Dr. Baumi aban bia obebe chiri bia no free education e ho betechema entiment na ho bio obi enu nti na NBC for so omompene eme enkomra se bedwam enko pass the free SHS bill no because be yemra be so omonan so omunya akonya so omobedi oman ne so a omunyi bibia ye than to pursue the free senior high school omompenti no omoso omonko parliament ema ye enko pass bill into law na benefit Ghana for na emfa enkai duma na se o hye emeto aban bia so se oba ye se free senior high school no we implement it. The reason why there is a stalemate in parliament no free senior high school education bill no e ka ho bi obi and now no Busumi ya mampanyin na nadan kwa Akufo-Addo is see ho as the month of commissioning no amba Ghana for mejidi ye se enye yen so na Ghana for behwe ato abatia MPP amanyoku na meji tu mu se ye no kre de mane ye no kre ne se adwuma aban ya ye no obi ehu da wubo e wo form ene mapake me car ena me fa public transport ena me tie the comments an kwa Akufo-Addo aye wo ho e bro be yo mampanyin na and the mobility traffic congestion in near ma ewo sa kolebu kwan so ewo graphic road yi so ewo kanesi mofre ho sempo paprom traffic light yi so eba besi STC ene awudomi ho yi so a uhu ni say now it has been enhanced emu ayemre because so and alpha flower pot was sprinters a edamu you me so obi sane message say o free sprinters aba Accra Central within 35 minutes and say as a wayira because first now I spend more than 2 hours 3 hours now it me from me do because of the traffic build up and the congestion on that stretch of road obi and na man who are buying jumadi awadi now no juada was a benada buying commission over 80 schools projects transformational educational infrastructure Emma Ghana for who say hey for the first time in the history of our country called Ghana aban etimia pow a school dying any education infrastructure makomako eduowotwe 80 eduowotwe ehun tuma ebisi da Omanpanyin Akufo-Addo call Asante mantem ekopa Sabronum district hospital ho entuma ekopa Bonsu district hospital ho ntuma ekopa Swame district hospital ho ntuma ekopa Twede district hospital ho ntuma 4 district hospitals in just one day no a shocking Ghana former ene oko social media amount for forgive us na danko Akufo-Addo forgive us because we didn't know Omanpanyin ye paucho firebone cheye Omanpanyin ye paucho firebone che and that is what is trending on social media now kwahwe how yes Jackson Park Omanpanyin ko pa hontuma oko Achimoda Central Market any other administrative schools facilities or copy pa hontuma ne ade a Ghana for hu say hey papa ba ye you know ne ehun ne mani so ba say papa na agbo adwuma pa upon the omunam so nyina from Kwabena to Apega dualization of the crowd nyina no na amanfo temamufo for madwen emba so okay fina temamufo hu ne say papa na twa school fees nyina papa no eye niema kese nyina no osi adan oye kwan oye nsuo oye nkanea oye osi apomuden bia eye niema kese akese a ebo temamuni abrabo obi na hwan ero de say japade ebeja no hwan ene betimi ahwe so de obetimi ahwe so obetimi akora no no waye bia ka ho na boa Ghana ni bebunu Ghana ni abrewa Ghana ni akokora Ghana ni abrantie Ghana ni ababawa na de akwani munyam ene Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hobrasiem Dr. Bawumia ni o character integrity obedi o mampanya be de kire obi keta asese proye kankan bi amfa no hoda
okay
yente so akwaje bribe bi yembisa ne se waje bribe da mom bi onya no se asomampanya be de kire anasa as nipa anasa as Ghana ni nanom a omoje amane amane amamredi gamanche omu di afase homowa okobi se Kumasi edi ade a okobi Asante mantem si ye Damba festival a okobi ye twadwira a okọ eni bebia ye nipa o ka nipa bom na ogitum se ye de nipa ena ye oman enu nti no ye ntitim ye yiyim ye mpo enu nti na ne birthday bia no odi ewo weja leprosarium oni sebio ye nuanom a omonya yare eye kwata ena ne omudi ne birthday because of say oyi nipam na onsa nipam na ompu nipam nti no oka nipa nyina ba ne ho ehunu ye se enipa ewo sunsum tinimu enipa ewo nimde ewo nimu a o ma nipa kwanya obetimi dia yade ama na boa o my Ghana Dr. Bawumia non fa sumdue ene ehumobro obuo ene ani die efa medi Ghana enim na Ghana enko na nim ne enfa ye tuma penfra se de ye penu no ye beda Ghana fo nyina ase se nto abo ye boy ye free nkran gidiefo asorefo Muslimifo abosomfo obi bia no eje ne market women taxi drivers okadafo obi bia agi Dr. Bawumia awa 2 ne titiru ene ye banbofo because omo nyina hu ni se ye papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena bria ye wemi no onyankopon yi ni se o meso my Ghana mu na onfa my Ghana
well nyamisha lawyer you know ka for unfortunately NDC rep no entimi amekanyensa enti ye de dwumadi ne nyame adomo edwoada ye besia ba de Ekosiisen dwumadi no abremo ochena nyame adomo 6:30 am mechra no pa no nsia enefa ekwaboachewa yi adom ebetena se de kukrantumi dwumadi no abremo. Have a great evening and a prep zone is up next on Asempa FM.